Hey there, Agile Adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Success Thursday. This week we have with us Havva Sevay. Hey, Havva, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. So Success Thursday today here on the podcast. We'll talk about success in a minute. But first, share with us, what's your favorite Agile retrospective format and why?
My favorite retrospective format is if we use gamification, because I believe in playing, I believe the magic of playing, I would say. Because I believe everybody can come out, everybody can relax, and that's absolutely my favorite one. If we can, a little bit having a kind of a game during the retrospective.
So, which kind of games would you recommend people look into if they are inspired and want to try some of those in their retrospectives?
It depends what kind of. Sometimes I'm asking my team what is their favorite Nintendo game or favorite movie game or anything, or like kind of a board game, or I don't know if someone knows the Black Eye or the Schwarze Auge is kind of a pen and paper work that they're going to a quest and they're solving a problem, which they really like it. So it's really, I really ask them what they really want to do. My personal favorite is if I can ask about what's your favorite Nintendo game. One of them is Mario Kart. If I said, hey, let's play Mario Kart.
So walk us through that. Like, how would a gamified retrospective help the team? Let's take that Nintendo example and Mario Kart. Like, what are you trying to create? What are your goals? And how are you helping the team find the right, mood to start really digging into how they want to improve as a team?
So, yes, my opening would be I just create like the game itself. So like if they get to know, okay, you switch on your console, your playing modules, and then you can choose your character. And I just said, this is your character, choose your character. Who do you want to be? There can be Bowser, there can be Mario, Luigi, Peach. Everyone is there. So they can say, who do you want to drive? Who do you want to be in this game? Just choose your favorite character. And then I give them, explain why is this your favorite character. So just like giving them, I think they're so busy, they're so stressful, so they can forget 1 minute they are working, just they can relax and having fun for the next 1 or 1.5 hour we spent doing our retrospective.
And what could that look like? Like, are you asking them? Okay, so in Mario Kart, you have different tracks, you have different characters, you have the mushrooms that give you speed, and then you have the red and green shells that have different impacts. Like, how are you building that into the narrative of the workshop?
So, okay, my first narrative, they have to choose the character. Then my second is, the question would be, what was your success? Who did help you? So I use also the icon, like, what was your success? Is the star, and how of course the mushroom for the speed, who helped you. And then you have got maybe some enemies like the bad mushroom, who's what was your impediment, and then the solution. Then there are maybe another mushroom or another icon to say. So this is how we said. This is how I set up and said. Imagine we are on our racing car. We know on our trip. So what do you think? And then this is how the narrative is like. So they tell me then about, like, in a Mario way, to say, okay, Mario didn't like it, or this is, or what they like to praise each other. That I also have stars and give it to my other fellow who did help me. So just like motivated, oh, that's great that we are part of a team. And in the end, if I do my closing, they give me the feedback. So they said what they want for the next time for the other games. So like not giving the feeling, hey, and also like our action points, we discussed it. Okay, this is the Mario checklist. What does Mario wants for the next time? So this is like really giving them like a little kind of a game.
Yeah. So my favorite would have been the piranha plant because it would eat all the impediments away. That would be my favorite. So we need more piranha plants as Scrum Masters, that's for sure. Havva, thank you very much for sharing that format. I put a link in the show notes to an example if people want to go and check it out. There's some tips and tricks on how to prepare and facilitate that. But how about success for Scrum Masters, Havva? When you think about your role as a Scrum Master, how do you define success for yourself?
The success is not for me metrics, looking at numbers. This was my ex-controller past. This is what I'm not doing anymore. My success, I measure myself through feedback. So if I get really positive, also it doesn't mean, also if I don't get positive feedbacks, I just want to learn. So I just see this as my learning. So my success means if as long people talk to me, giving me feedbacks, this is the most important for me. So talking, like saying, how can I be a better Scrum Master? And also the team satisfaction. If I see the team is happy, everything goes well, this is for me success.
So when you're thinking about, like, let's say an average week, right? Like you've been working with this team for a while and I don't know when you do your reflection, let's say on Wednesday. Let's assume you do the reflection on Wednesday. So it's Wednesday, it's the end of one more kind of cycle, whatever that is, a sprint or 2 sprints or whatever that might be. And you're thinking, how close am I to success compared to where I was before? How do you do this reflection? What are you looking at? Do you collect like notes during the sprint and kind of review those? Do you have one-on-ones and collect feedback? Like how do you keep yourself on track, given that that is your definition of success? Because of course, numbers we can look at, but anything that is about how people feel and what are their kind of perspective to what is going on, that requires a lot of work just to collect the data, to absorb and kind of try to map that to our success definition. So how do you do it, Havva?
I distinguish between retro feedback and my own feedback. So with my own retro feedback, I just see what the team is doing. Am I also included? Am I also have something to do with the project itself? And I also collect one-to-ones. That means it's only my own person. How can I improve that? I also could get good advices. For example, one of my developers said, "Hey, Havva, why don't you just try to get also more knowledge about programming? So you would little bit understand about my work a bit better and give me better advice," which I think that was a good idea. Which I also did my Scrum for developer. So I really put myself as a developer, and I said there was the most difficult training I ever had, because I really had to put my feet out of my Scrum position in the developer. And I thought, this is day work. This is what we expect. It was tough, but I think it was a good idea, a good advice from one of my developers to put my shoes in a different position.
Yeah, and that's actually a great point, right? Like look at our work, but start to look at it from the other's perspective. I was coaching a team where they were producing a system for other teams to use. And the other teams were kind of complaining, no, this is it's too hard. There's too many things to do for something we could do much easier with, I don't know, a Kanban board or a piece of paper or a couple of Post-its, whatever that might be. And I was trying to help this team realize that, hey, the role we have as a team is not to produce the system. The system is the tool we use. But the role we have as a team is to help those other teams do what they need to do. So let's look at our system as if we were the other team, right? Like kind of really shifting the perspective, taking the other teams, customer teams in this case, perspective, and kind of analyzing, are we really giving something of value to these teams? Like, are we really helping make their lives easier, right? And I guess it's a bit of that you are talking about, right?
Exactly, yes. So really, I think this is most of my colleagues, we discussed already. I said, put your shoes in a different position. I believe this is that would help us for our day-to-day work. We know our universe, we may be really magical, but understanding from the other perception, this is more helpful and this is more for team success.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great tip for all Scrum Masters out there. Like, ask yourself, how would I think about me if I were, and then you can pick up anyone or any team that you work with. So that's a great tip. Thank you for sharing that with us, Havva.
You're welcome.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into no estimates, we got the pioneers of no estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership, because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack. We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.